What is up, everybody? I've got 13 truths that I've collected over the past, well, my life really, but I would say over the past 2.5 years that I'm gonna share with you today. These are things that I know and believe to be true in my heart that you may have never heard before, you may have never felt before. Some of these you might be familiar with, some of these you probably have never heard. But these are things that have helped me along the way to be a better person, to achieve success, to keep going, to become the best version of myself. And so I'm sharing these with you today in the hopes that some of them will land and you can become the best version of yourself and share these with other people as well. First truth, you are the goal. There is no peak. We believe that we are climbing a mountain. We believe that there is a peak that we are trying to get up to. There is a destination at the top. And we've all heard it, right? It's not the destination, it's the journey. And it wasn't until recently that I truly felt that, because your ability to realize that you are the goal, you becoming the best version of yourself is the goal. Everything that we do is a way to become a better version of ourselves. I'm not saying anyone is good or bad, but what I am saying is that as you go through life, trying to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, you are improving yourself. Even if you take the wrong path, because you learn something about yourself and you take that into your next journey. If we're climbing a peak, here's what happens. We get through the brush, we get through the woods, we get to the top, and guess what? We look out and there's another peak in the distance, taller, bigger, because there's always another peak. There's always a bigger boat. There's always someone with more money. There's always someone that has done more. This life is about you. You are the goal. The goal is to become as expansive and big as possible and not just climb peaks. And if we are climbing peaks, pick the one that you're going to enjoy the most, the one that means the most to you, and go climb that one. But just know it's not about getting to the top. It's about who you become and what you learn and the people you meet along the way up to the top of that peak. Second truth, nobody has to change for you to win. Nobody has to change for you to win or become successful or do the thing that you want to do or live your life, live your dreams, quit your job. You can insert anything besides win, because what this is saying is you believe that you have the right answer for everybody else. This is how I used to operate. I used to be so confident that I knew what was right for everyone else. And I would tell them, and I thought that they had to do that for me to be able to go and live my life. I was so involved in other people's lives because I thought I knew what was best for them. What I was really doing is I was projecting my own desires onto other people and not living my truth. And so if you want to go win, if you want to go be excellent, if you want to go succeed, whatever it is that you want to do, just know that nobody else has to change or be any different, because the world is not as it is. The world is as you are and how you receive and interpret that world. And so your ability to go build and create without needing anyone else to change will make things a lot easier, because when you believe that other people are in the wrong or doing things differently or they need to be different, especially your wife or your husband or your kids or people that are closest to you, when you realize that they don't have to change for you to go do whatever you want to do, that's when you'll be free. So nobody else has to change for you to win. The third truth is that saying no is the most powerful thing that you can do for yourself. You say yes for success, but you say no to grow. Your ability to stand up for yourself and say no to people is what will allow you to actually go work on your dreams and the things that you want to achieve. Saying no is you setting boundaries, it's standing up for yourself, it's putting yourself in alignment with what you want to do with your life. Saying no is your ability to say, that's not for me. I am working on me, I'm working on my things, I have everything that I need or everything that I want right now, and this is not in alignment. People respect those that can say no. Have you ever gotten a no and felt something? It might have hurt initially, but ultimately, if you look at those people that say no, usually they are on the path that they have chosen. Usually they are doing exactly what they said they want to do. The people that can say no are the ones that are so focused on themselves because they know that their mission and their goals are so big that they cannot say yes to everything. Literally, you cannot say yes to everything. And right now, you're probably saying yes to too many things and not saying no enough. Because a yes to someone else is a no to yourself, but a no to someone else is a yes to yourself. So say no more often. The fourth truth is that physical fitness is ultimately what will propel you into your ultimate success. For me, I had been doing HIIT classes, berries, Orange Theory, F45, all of those style of classes, and I was exhausted at the end of all of these. And then my wife and I looked at each other one day and she asked me a great question. She said, "Do you look any different? Do you feel like you look stronger or better?" And I thought about it and I was like, well, no, I don't. I don't look better. I don't look in better shape. I feel like I should be stronger. These can help people. Sometimes cardio is what people need. Sometimes those classes are what people need. For me, lifting weights 5 times a week, and maybe it's 3 or 4, whatever you want, whatever your schedule is. But for me, lifting weights 5 times a week and actually transforming my body. Maybe we can throw up a picture of me, my soft, disheveled looking self back before I started lifting weights to now what I look like today. That was all because I started lifting weights. And your ability to transform your body is you putting yourself through a challenge and committing yourself every single day to doing this and showing up. What it means to show up every day, 5 days a week, to lift heavy things over and over again and transform your body means that you're committed to yourself in a way that you've never been committed before. Because you can show up to the gym and you can just do a bunch of stuff, but you're probably not working as hard as you think because your body's not changing. If you do enough work to transform your body, that means you're showing up every single day and pushing every single day. The mental fortitude that it takes to be able to do that and then to see the results over time is compelling. And it, for me, was one of the things that made me question so much about everything that I had done up to this point, and was I truly committed, and had I truly found my 100%. So lifting weights, my recommendation, lift weights, lift heavy weights, get a coach, transform your body. Don't just go, transform your body. The 5th truth is that consistency compounds. This relates to lifting weights, right? You show up every single day doing it, that is consistency. It compounds on top of each other. You can't go to the gym one day and expect to be in the best shape of your life. You have to do it every single day over and over again. This is true in anything that you do. And it really actually takes faith in what you're doing to consistently show up every day, because it compounds, but a lot of times you don't see it compounding or you don't feel it compounding. The work that you're putting in every single day to build your future self. You don't see the people that are watching. You don't feel the people that are watching. You don't know what's happening outside of yourself. And so a lot of times you're just consistently showing up every single day, putting in the work, sharing, doing, going, being, talking, going for yourself and for others. But nothing shows up for long periods of time. And then all of a sudden, boom. All of a sudden, boom. People show up, opportunities show up, money shows up. The consistency of you showing up every single day for yourself, despite how you're feeling, it builds on each other, and then you reach this level. What happens is you get to another level of consistency, and that compounds onto your next level and your next level. You are essentially using consistency to build better habits. You're using consistency to become the version of yourself that you've always asked for. And so everything that you do consistently is a reflection of who you're becoming, and it is training your brain and your body to be this new version of yourself. I have a mantra that I say, make it a habit, not a question. Make everything you do that you want to do, make it a habit. Don't wake up questioning whether you're going to do it that day. Make your desires habits. Make the actions towards your goals habits. Do not wake up every day asking yourself if you're going to achieve your dreams and your goals that day. You are not asking yourself if I'm going to go to the gym. You made it a habit, not a question, that you are going to go to the gym every single day. Make it a habit that you are showing up for yourself every single day. Do not make it a question of whether or not you're going to buy real estate. Do not make it a question of whether or not you're going to show up for yourself. Make it a habit. And that is through consistency, and consistency compounds. All right, number 6 of these truths. Your current reality is a reflection of every decision that you've made up to this point. The life that you're living, the people that are around you, your weight, your physical appearance, your bank account, your salary, how much money you're making, who you're spending time with, the activities that you're doing, how you look, your health, that is all a result of every single decision that you've made up to this point. And more specifically, what you've done in the last 6 to 12 months. So everything that you've done in the last 6 to 12 months has gotten you exactly to where you are today. If you're dissatisfied, if you're not happy with where you're at, if you're wondering what happened, look at all the habits, all the things that you've done over the last 6 to 12 months, all the decisions, all the people, and that will tell you exactly how you got to where you are. And the great news is you can change all of that today and spend the next 6 to 12 months becoming the best version of yourself. Which leads into the 7th truth, which is specific actions create specific results. If you want to learn a new language, what are you going to do? Are you going to speak English all day, or are you going to speak the other language throughout the day? Are you going to take specific actions to go create specific results? Are you going to change the things that you do every day to go learn something new? Just like the gym example. If you go to the gym and you lift heavier weight and more reps every single time and follow your coach's plan and you have a goal of transforming your body, if you do those specific actions, you will create specific results. If you go try to buy real estate and every day you spend time calling real estate agents, calling brokers, driving around neighborhoods, looking at properties, putting in offers, those specific actions will lead you to specific results. This is simple. This is very simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Specific actions lead to specific results. So what do you specifically want to achieve? And go take specific actions to go achieve that. The 8th truth is that wealth and success are only built through leverage. I love leverage. I'm the self-proclaimed leverage king. There are 4 types of leverage: content, code, capital, and collaboration. Content is what I'm doing right now. Your ability to create content, it can be video, audio, books, written, posting on LinkedIn, social media, wherever you want. I am now doing this one time. I'm spending an hour to record this video one time, and it can reach millions of people. That is leverage. I do something once, and I get leverage out to millions of people. That allows me to do something one time and bring many people to me. That is the concept of leverage, is your ability to do one simple action to create massive results. All right, so content, capital is the other type of leverage. Capital is being able to take money or other people's money and use it to go buy assets or businesses that are cash flowing or will appreciate. So a lot of people think that by raising money or asking for money or taking money, you're physically taking money, and they're too afraid to do it. But your ability to take capital and multiply it and make other people money, again, your ability to take other people's money and make them more money, that is leverage. That is huge in your ability to be wealthy and successful. That skill of raising money and multiplying money is unique, and not a lot of people can do it. The other form of capital, especially in real estate, is loans, bank loans, mortgages. So I can go buy an asset for 5, 10, 20% of the total cost because I'm getting a bank loan. I'm getting leverage. The reason I love real estate so much is leverage. My ability to go and get a loan that helps me buy a cash flowing asset for a fraction of the price. My down payment and my closing costs allow me to buy the entire asset. And that is what leverage is. And I want to keep doing that and keep doing that, keep levering so that I can create wealth and cash flow and abundance in my life. The 3rd piece of leverage is code. Today, that is AI. I encourage you to go watch or listen to my podcast with Dan Martell, where we talk a lot about this, a lot about AI and how you should be leveraging it in your life, in your business. But using AI and code to create automations, create simplicity, offload tasks in your life, even if you don't own a business, will free up your time and energy to go do the things that you want to do. And so leverage using software, code, AI is a huge lever that you can pull even in your personal life. And the last piece of leverage is collaboration or people. This is the crux of being wealthy and successful. Your ability to get out of doing things by yourself, doing things on your own, saying, I'm gonna be a lone wolf, I'm gonna go at it alone, I'm gonna just do everything myself, I don't have time to train someone, I don't have time to hire somebody, they're too expensive. People are what creates wealth. You can't look at people as a cost. You need to look at people as an investment, because when you invest in people, they will build things. They will make things easier. They will help put rocket fuel in your business, in your life. It's an investment into growing everything. Think of you. You're the lone wolf, you're the DIYer, you've been doing it all alone, you're the high achiever, you've had so much success on your own. Think of if you had 10 of you. Think of if there were 10 of you and you're all side by side and you're all marching forward and you're going in the same direction and you're all just as high performing, just as high achieving, you're in alignment, you're set on the same goals. Think if you had 10 versions of yourself, how much could you get done? How much value could you create? How much wealth could you generate, right? But the problem is you look at other people as if they're an expense and they're not as smart as you and they're not as good as you. But in reality, you just haven't found the right people and you haven't become attractive enough to attract in the right people to create leverage in your business. You look at people as an expense, as they're trying to take from you, you don't trust them, instead of looking at people like rocket fuel to go help you build. You just need to become more attractive and more receptive and more empathetic to receive the right people in your life. You're still DIY, you're putting out this bad energy, people don't want to be around you. Maybe I'll do another episode on people and collaboration. All right, the 9th truth. Your thoughts lead to feelings, lead to actions. Your thoughts and your ability to act in spite of your thoughts is what will propel you forward. Usually though, your thoughts create an emotion or a feeling, and that feeling and emotion will dictate your actions. But what I'm challenging you, so this is true. Thoughts lead to feelings, lead to actions. But your ability to act in spite of your own thoughts is what will help you rewire your brain to create new thoughts and new actions. Because right now, you're hardwired and programmed into thinking and doing exactly what you're doing today. And so changing your thoughts to create new actions will lead to new thoughts and new actions. But if you believe that you're not worthy, if you believe that you don't have self-worth, if you believe that you can't do this, if you believe that you're small, if you think all these things, and if you think there's a bad outcome, then that's exactly what's going to happen. Because when you think these things, you feel these things, and then you act as if they're true. So if I don't believe that I'm worthy of talking to you through this camera or on this microphone, then I'm not going to, or I'm going to say things that are not in alignment with what you need to hear. I'm going to say things and do things that are going to sabotage my success. Because if your thoughts are against you and are against your desires, your actions will ultimately be against your desires. So change your thoughts, change your actions. Truth number 10, focus and consistency beat talent all day, every day. One of the saddest things in the world is a talented person who lacks consistency and work ethic. Because hard work and consistency beat talented people all day, every day. If you think that all success and all happiness and all fulfillment comes from talent, you are wrong. We are all normal ass people. We are all not special. Yes, we're special. We are special human beings. We are miracles on this earth. And at the same time, I am no different than you. I am no different from the superstars with talent. The difference is you become talented through consistency and hard work and showing up every single day, doing the reps. You do it as if you're destined to do it. And that's how you become talented. Yeah, there are some people that are just more skilled naturally as a baseline, but if they don't put in the work, if they don't show up every day, you're going to beat them all day, every day. Hard work and consistency beat talent every single time. This is so simple, but it's not easy. It's so simple, but it's not easy. Showing up for yourself every single day without fail, do not stop. Your ability to focus every single day, not be distracted, work on the thing that matters, and consistently do that every single day over time will beat a talented person that doesn't show up for themselves all day, every day. Truth number 12, it has already been created. You just have to step into it. I know this sounds a little bit woo-woo, but your dreams and your desires have already been created. It is out there in the ether. Your essence is out there in the ether. Your goals are out there living and breathing, and all they need is for you to commit and to step into them, and it will all show up and it will all happen. Again, I know this is a little bit weird and woo-woo, but I am telling you that the universe conspires in your favor. This is all rigged in your favor. and it has all been created. You just need to step into it. And by stepping into it, you need to believe that you are worthy to receive it. It has been created, but if you do not step into it, and if you do not believe that you are worthy to receive it, it will go to someone else. It all will go to someone else if you do not believe that you are worthy and take the actions to move forward into it. I love this one because it really makes me feel and believe that anything is possible and anything is achievable. And it's true. It's all been created. The 13th truth, and there is a bonus, there's a bonus one, but the 13th truth is be a lighthouse, because your ability to shine brighter allows others to shine. Being steadfast and true and facing forward and moving forward and shining the light in the direction for others to follow is what allows everyone else to come along and to follow you. In the past, I've been a tugboat. I've been pulling on people. This is what you gotta do. This is my way. This is what I would do. Focusing on others too much and pulling on people, needing them to change for me to do what I need to do. But ultimately, me being a lighthouse and standing here and shining the way, giving you these truths, talking to you about my experience, being honest about how hard it's been, being honest about what it takes, but showing up consistently, going to the gym every day, reading every day, connecting with people, facing my fears, pushing through the resistance, becoming expansive, becoming as big as I possibly can. Shining my light brighter allows you to come in and shine your light. Without lighthouses in the world, everybody else's lights become dim. And the great thing is there's an unlimited supply of places for lighthouses. There's unlimited beach, there's unlimited waterfront for everyone to be a lighthouse. There is no scarcity in being a lighthouse. You are a lighthouse. You can be a lighthouse. I want you to be a lighthouse. I want you to build your life up and build your habits and build your consistency and focus on your authentic desires to becoming your future self. That is being a lighthouse. But you need to share it. Being a lighthouse is showing, but you need to share it. And you need to realize that by you sharing it, shows others how to be. Think of all the toxic people that are out online, social media, that are influencing teenagers and kids and young men about how to be. You can be the lighthouse. You can be the role model. You can show people you are a good human. Put yourself on that beach. Shine your light and shine it brighter. Do not be ashamed. It is the way that we improve society. It is the way that we improve ourselves. It is the way. Be a lighthouse. All right, the bonus truth. Think bigger. Dream bigger. I continually find myself thinking too small. But I know that there's more for me. I know the universe has my back. I see people. I see CEOs. I see social media influencers. I see these people out there that have accomplished incredible things. The money, the fame, the opportunities. And it's not even about that. It's about how many people have they helped? How many people have they impacted? Our brains and our bodies want to keep us safe, which means that they keep us thinking small. But we are powerful people. We are powerful beings that can accomplish anything. Just like we were told when we were kids, you can be anything you want to be. You can, but you need to think and dream bigger. And I wish I would have started thinking and dreaming bigger earlier on. And you just have to have faith that if you think and dream big enough and you take steps towards those dreams, that it will all work out. The bigger the dream, the bigger the vision, the bigger the goals, the more people you can fit into those dreams and goals. The smaller your dreams and goals, the less people and the less impact you have. The way to know if you're dreaming big enough is if you know how to do the thing that you want to do, it's too small. If you see a clear path to what it is that you want to do, it's too small. Say for instance, my dream is to go buy more short-term rentals. I know exactly how to do that. That is me thinking too small. That is not going to inspire anybody. It might, but it's not going to inspire enough people. I need to be thinking bigger. I need to create something that's never been created before. I need to show people what's possible as a 39-year-old engineer who quit his job, invested in real estate, lived in a van, started a podcast, talking to you, and now is going to go create something that's never been created before. And I don't know exactly how to do that, but I'm showing up every single day. And so what I implore you to do, what I'm asking you to do, is to think and dream bigger. And if it scares you, step into that. If it makes you emotional, step into that. If you know you're going to have a conversation with your spouse or your family, step into that. That's how you know you're dreaming and thinking bigger. When there's that fear and that resistance, that pit, just from thinking about how big it is, step into that, because the thing that you desire most is on the other side of what you fear the most. As soon as you confront that fear, as soon as you do it, everything else opens up. And so dream big, think big. You will find out that very quickly you are able to achieve what you want to achieve. All right. If you're interested in getting some help with your financial freedom or living the life that you've always wanted to live, DM me coach on Instagram. I'm at Kassidy.Warren. That's Kassidy with a K. Check out my other solo videos, my other videos on this. Again, I appreciate all of you. I love you. Peace.